The scientific team build. Now, what is the scientific team build? It is the perfect solution to guarantee so that everyone can now make money on the internet, and specifically without needing to sponsor. Now, when we speak of the perfect solution, naturally we must know, well, what is the problem? And also, to have a solution, we must know the cause of the problem, the underlying cause. Here is a fact, here is a reality. Less than 1% of the people trying to make money online actually succeed. And that is a big problem, because that actually means that 99% do not succeed in making money. It's worse, because in most programs that means that they're losing money. So 99% of the people that are being drawn into a program actually end up losing money. And then here is the saddest of them all, the reality that in most programs, that 1% who actually claims to succeed, if you can call that succeed, these people actually receive their money, they get paid from the 99% families and people who lose money. And in my book, that is not good business. As a matter of fact, they shouldn't be in business at all, because they have a 99% dissatisfaction ratio. That is not a good basis to have a business. Now, another reality and sort of a strong cornerstone. No one ever would quit a program in which they actually make money. Would you agree with that? That is a very important factor in order to come up with a decent solution. So that makes me wonder, has anyone ever thought about it? If that 99% who is losing money normally, if they also could make money, in that case, how much more money everyone would make? That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So, why is it that only 1% of the people succeed in making money, making net profit? Because that's what it has to be. You have to bring back more than what you put out. The reason is you need to be a good marketer. Now, before we continue, let me just introduce myself. My name is Dr. Lieven. I'm originally from Belgium, and I have moved to Portugal since the year 2000. I've been doing online marketing for more than 20 years. That's why you get that platinum gray hair. I've been involved and invested, unbelievably enough, in over 5,000 different programs. And I've been able to earn, well, over $300 million. Now, I don't say that to brag, because the thing that I'm much more proud of is that I've been able to help tens of thousands, literally tens of thousands of families around the globe to earn their very first $10,000 on the internet. Now, thousands of those, thanks to my resources and coaching and the programs I've introduced, have earned their first $100,000. And several dozens of them have actually managed to make way over $1 million each. Now, some of my clients have gone off after those earnings and created their own companies and have earned tens of millions. But for me, personally, my highest passion has always been, and still is and will always be, to help those who have not succeeded before. And that's because of my background. Prior to getting involved on the internet, I ran a private natural health clinic in Belgium. That's where my passion lies. And in my clinic, I started off with one patient, and I focused on getting results for that one patient, because one happy patient tells other people, and then those people tell other people. That is how my clinic became very quickly one of the top clinics in Belgium, and then shortly thereafter, one of the top 10 clinics in all of Europe. And that is both in results and in quantity of people that came to the clinic, over 300,000 treatments. Now, people didn't come for my looks. Of course not. They actually also didn't come for my diplomas or my equipment or my techniques or the beautiful clinic I had. They came only because of my results. And that's my background. So for me, that is nothing new. The success of my clinic was based on getting results. And actually, the unique success or specialty was based on getting those results, especially for those who had failed to get results before. Now, let's get back to this business of making money. Why only less than 1% succeed? Because you need to be a good marketer. Well, what the heck is that? What is a good marketer? Well, a good marketer actually is many different things. You need to be able to handle hundreds of different, very unique specialties. Usually a person is only good in one of those specialties. That's actually why in the best marketing companies in the world, they have hundreds of people that are each specialized in one of those different skills, and then they make them work together in a team on a particular project. Now, here is just a sample, a few of the many different skills that a good marketer should be skilled in. That person should be a good advertiser. That means he needs to be able to be a good copywriter. Right there, that's a specialty that can take a lifetime to learn. Then he should also be able, he or she should be able to design graphics. That too is a specialty. Knowing then where and how to advertise, how much to advertise, how to get good conversions in those advertising. So be a good budget account. And that's just a sample of being an advertiser. A good salesman. In addition, that person, good marketer, should be a good salesman, good with follow-up, good with filtering out tire kickers, good at explaining the unique benefits, good at answering all of the questions 24/7 in all different languages, and should be good at closing the sale, and much more in the field of sales. But that's not enough. That person should be a techno geek as well. Should be good at producing videos, at making marketing funnels, at setting up doorway pages or autoresponders, managing social groups, managing social channels, live streams, Zoom calls, webinars. And on top of that, that person should be a half god, because he should be a great public speaker. And I think many of you know that there aren't too many great public speakers, because you also need to be able to give inspiring webinars. And we've all been to boring webinars. The majority of them are. So in addition, on top of that, a good marketer should be a good team builder. And that is where it becomes virtually impossible, because you should be able to train your new people, your recruits, the new members, that they too can learn to do the same. And this is where I hope by now you see that with less than 1% of the people able or willing or having the time to learn these skills, that duplication becomes an utter illusion. And that right there is the reason for the season, is the reason for this failure. Now, if you ask me, can I learn how to become a good marketer? Yes, if you allocate 25 or more years. Because I've always said it's far easier to teach somebody brain surgery than it is to teach them effective marketing. Now, remember that we said the scientific team build is the perfect solution to guarantee everyone is able now to make money on the internet. And that without needing to sponsor. So how can we do that? What is the solution? Well, the solution is a 100% done for you system. In other words, it's kind of like a VIP full management solution. Now, why does this work? Is because actually everything is being done for you, and not just done, but it's done by skilled professional experts. Remember, people that are very skilled in all these different disciplines. And that is how we're able to eliminate the margin of human error, and actually how we're able to achieve 100% perfect duplication, just like McDonald's has been able to achieve it, and hence the success. So when you say it's all done for me, yes, these experts set up your wallet for you. They set up your account for you. They built your team for you. Really, that is a wow, isn't it? These experts actually fully manage your account for you. They do all the correct buying for you, and they strategize your account for maximum profit. So that's cool, or is that cool? Now comes the best part. They place paid people under you, and then they place more paid people under those people. And the best part of it all, of course, is that you get paid on all of these paid people that have been placed under you. In addition, they advertise for you. They continuously follow up with the prospects 24/7. They answer all of their questions. Now, before actually withdrawals are made, there is 4 things that they want that are effective in your account. Your account must be very strong. Your account must be growing. And your account must have a large team. Those 3, and then factor 4, the most important one, there has to be sustainability. You don't want just to have one cash out. You want to be able to assure cash outs in the future, so longevity has to be created. And one of the formulas, and I don't want to go technical here, are that we actually use longevity positions. When you look at position 7 here of Anita, and we placed 2 people under Anita, because Anita didn't sponsor anyone, so we placed a paid person, Enrico from Italy and Patrick from Belgium, under Anita, 15 and 16. And then under Enrico we placed Khaled, and we placed Bashir. And under Patrick we placed Lazy Fart. Now that was 5 people that had been placed under Anita automatically per formulation of the scientific team build. Then a longevity position is created into that 6th spot. And this repeats itself. For Enrico, it created an Enrico 2. For Patrick, it created a Patrick 2. So in these longevity positions, for every member who has 5 positions under him, we automatically purchase a new position for that member, all paid from earnings. Now that is very powerful, because that guarantees that the people at the top keep assuring earnings for the people at the bottom. This way, each longevity position helps to guarantee that the old members keep pushing the new members. Now, these experts that we're talking about, hiring these professionals to work for you 24/7, the big question becomes, what is that going to cost, right? Because it is a fantastic solution, but can anybody afford that? Well, realistically, how much would it cost? If we're individually hiring a quality marketer, we can easily pay $1,000 per hour. A top expert marketer, you're not going to get for any less than $5,000 per hour, and way beyond that. Some personal friends of mine are charging 50,000 per hour because they're that good and they have waiting lists. So how in the world can we then afford this or make this affordable? Because if you have a good solution, it still has to be affordable. Now, I have good news. And before I tell you the good news, I'll tell you in a second, you are actually not going to believe this because everybody knows that this is a very costly endeavor, right? Well, guess what? The good news is hiring those experts to work for you will cost you nothing. Zero, zilch, nada. There is no upfront paying that you need to do because these expert managers, they only get paid when you get paid. So it's kind of like a partnership. Together, you share a percentage of a project. And here is an example of how the funds are allocated. When a withdrawal is made, 33% of that goes to you, 33% goes to the management, and then the marketing experts also allocate 33% to a team advertising fund that ends up benefiting everybody and truly ends up assuring and guaranteeing longevity and expansion in the future. As an example, if we pull out 30,000 TRON, then 10,000 would go to you, 10,000 to the management, and 10,000 for that advertising fund. So there is no upfront cost to you. You don't need to prepay these experts because they only get paid when you get paid. Is that exciting or what? Now, of your money contribution, because there is a contribution to participate in this naturally, 100% of your money is actually applied to buying positions. Now, where are those positions? Actually, in the top number one, undisputed smart contract in the world. We're actually using that program, Forsage, as a software because it is the most reliable one. We've seen a few disasters, haven't we, with smart contracts? So only as a software, because we're not asking you to join us in Forsage or to sign up with us in Forsage, because sadly enough, even with Forsage, where hundreds of millions of dollars have been earned, again, same deal, 97% of the people who join on their own, they fail. And we already know why, right? It's because they are not good recruiters. Now, with the scientific team built, the beauty is you don't need to worry about recruiting. You don't need to worry about sponsoring. You don't need to worry about advertising. And you don't need to worry about team building. In fact, you don't need to worry about anything when you join the scientific team build. That's why we can say we're actually selling peace of mind. So one of our members is actually inspired this when she said that the scientific team build is 100% stress-free. And I remember thinking, what exactly is she saying? But it is truly that way. And the reason is that we can do all of this because we're doing it for you, and as such we can guarantee that it will work for you. And the reason is because we're doing it for you, and we're doing it for you with a team of experts that are doing it for you. So thanks to Forsage and thanks to the blockchain, you can actually view everything we do every hour of the day, day and night, because this offers 100% transparency. You actually are able to see every transaction we do, and that permits us to make sure that we operate with complete honesty, with complete transparency. And yet that viewing is done without any risk of any member destroying or disturbing the delicate strategy or interrupting us and wasting our time while we're doing the work. So that brings us to the last two questions. How much does it cost to actually come on board? And I have good news also on that level. And then how long is it going to take before you actually make money? So quickly, how much is it going to cost? Right now, we're in the final phase of development before we launch. We haven't launched officially. This is a secret. Right now, only a few people even know that this exists. So that is where you can still come on board for 10,000 TRON, about $300. But I'm telling you right now, and I've been telling this from the beginning to everybody, we're going to increase that. The next increase is going to be 15,000, then we're going to go to 25,000, and then we're going to go to 50,000. Now, remember, all of your money is invested to buy positions. We're not taking any commission out of that. So you can actually purchase as many of these $300 or 10,000 TRON founder positions as you wish, and according to what you can afford in your budget. But there is a special deal, a fast track deal, when you buy 5 of them, that you actually get one free. Now, some members have taken us up on that offer, and they're very delighted. They bought 50,000 TRON, about $1,500, and they got a 10,000 TRON position, all paid for on top extra, so 6 positions. Some have bought 10 positions. 10,000 TRON times 10 is 100,000. That's about $3,000. They got 2 fully paid free positions. And we have one member so far, and there is a few others who will follow him, who decided to buy 15 positions, 3 sets of 5. So he got 3 for free. And he paid less than $5,000, which truly is still a nominal fee to have an army of experience to do all the work for you. So next question, final question, how long is it going to take before you start making money? Well, the reality is you start making money as soon as we place paid people under you. Before we do a withdrawal, we want your account to be strong, to be growing, and to have a large team, and to have longevity. Remember that? So in terms of time, no one can actually precisely predict how much time it will take, because it depends on factors which are not in our hands. It depends on how many new members come on board during a given time frame and how many positions they buy. It also depends on how many of our existing members top up, and many of them already have, to buy more positions. But I can give you a fair estimation that the first cash out of profits can reasonably be expected within 90 to 120 days. Now, we've done it faster than that, and if it's faster, that's great, but if it takes more time, that is equally great, because after all, we need to remember, if you invest your money in a bank at an average of 0.5% per year, it would take 200 years to double your money, and I assure you, we're doing a heck of a lot better than just doubling your money. Now, this is from the gentleman who owns most of the McDonald's in Belgium. If you invest in McDonald's restaurants, you have to sign a contract in which you agree that you may not make any net profit in the first 10 years. So we need to be reasonable. And of course, we know that nothing speaks louder than real results. It's just like in my clinic. Remember, I built from that first satisfied patient who then told others, and they brought others, and it was all based on the results that they got. So in actuality, I would have rather done the whole video showing you testimonials, dozens and dozens of them, and believe me, we have them. Actually, everybody is making money with our system. So, but in order to respect time, I'm just going to pick 2 here very quickly. Anita from England was one of the first people that said, yep, I'm in. She invested $10,000. Now, she has not sponsored anybody. This was on October 17th last year. And now, in less than 3 months, she already has 4 accounts. 3 of them are longevity accounts, meaning those automatic accounts that were paid from earnings. And she's earned 330,500 TRON from 10,000. Can you see what kind of a return that is? That is 33 times. That's a heck of a lot better than doubling, isn't it? Here is a youngster from from Canada, Gail. I say youngster because she's only 78 years old. And Gail is actually legally blind. She needs to use a magnifying glass to watch everything that is happening on the internet, hold the phone close to her eyes. And it's remarkable that Gail has had the courage to even want to try to make money online. She's tried for 5 years and she's failed for all the reasons that we just went through together. Well, guess what? Now, just like Anita, she hasn't sponsored anybody yet. And take a look, her 10,000 TRON. In one account, she's earned 173,000. In another account, 63,000. In another account, 24,000. So altogether, 260,400 TRON. So results, yeah, the results are there, and everybody knows that these numbers are actual, factual. So how do you get started? It's very, very easy. Just get your TRON ready, or Bitcoin. I'll gladly accept Bitcoin and then convert them for you to TRON. Once you have your funds ready, reach out to me. It's that simple. I'll give you an address to where you can transfer the TRON, and that's it for on your part. The rest of it, sit back, get some popcorn, relax, and enjoy the show, because all the rest is done for you. Now, somebody's been kind enough to share this video with you, and this is not a program where referral commissions are paid. Now, there are some rewards in place for people who do share, but please let the person who shared this video with you, let them know that you appreciate them, because they've whispered a true gem into your ear. Nobody else knows about this, so this is quite precious. Now, to close off, there's been a few people who have asked, why did you call it a scientific team build? Well, for one thing, you may know that there is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddell, the most infamous book ever written about how to become rich. And when you read the book and you apply the book, everybody actually becomes rich. That is a fantastic book. It's over 100 years old, and the principles in it still work to this day. So The Science of Getting Rich. But then there is also Hopkins wrote the Scientific Advertising, and Ogilvy, who owns the largest ad agency in the world, says you need to read the Scientific Advertising 5 times and then read it again. So 2 great works of wisdom and knowledge and know-how, and I figured that was befitting. But here is the other logical reasons why I chose to call this the scientific team build, because it is built on mathematical logic. It is built on financial strategy. It does allow us to, because we do it for you, to have it be error-free, to have it be repeatable, and to achieve that what no other program ever achieves, the duplicatability. So it therefore guarantees, and this is where it becomes inscientific, consistent results. It works 100% all of the time, whether you believe it or not, whether you understand it or not. Isn't that good? It actually is independent of your experience. It's independent of your skill set, independent of your dedication, independent of your intelligence or knowledge of know-how. It is independent of your commitment or this daily discipline or the lack thereof. It works without the need to sponsor, all because it's completely 100% managed and done for you. It actually works so perfectly that it even works while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're having a good time. I want to thank you for having watched this video. I sincerely hope that I'm going to be able to welcome you on board as well as a new member of our family. And I truly, genuinely say thank you for the person who gave you the video and for you having taken the time to watch this. God bless you, and may you have abundant wealth and radiant health. Thank you.